Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Um, Little update with that church. Um, I'm not a happy camper right now, so just filling up the water bowls or the water tubs for the horses. I moved the mercury vapor light right here. It used to be on this tree. I moved it over towards the gate. So that's a small little update on lighting, what I've done around here. Didn't really do anything special, but I moved it towards the gate down there because I extended the fencing to the decking over here and down there. So now, as you can see, the horses are down here, and eventually it's going to be around the back of the house. So anyway, update on the church. Long story short, moved here a year ago, made that video. People said, hey, you should, walk into the church, give them your number, and offer to replace the light bulbs for them. And that's exactly what I did. I never got a call from them, though, but I did a week and a half ago. The pastor explained that, it's dark in the parking lot. They have to use those little police battery-powered, diesel-generated lights anytime they have events going on in the parking lot. So could I replace the bulbs for them? And I said, sure. And he said, can you do the high pressure sodium one for the power company pole? I said, sure, no problem, because this is the one for the power company. Mine is a 100 watt. Theirs is a 150, apparently. So I showed up that day. I brought my two GE DX coated 175 mercury vapor bulbs that I had. They're brand new. I bought them a year ago. I used them for like 2 months, and then I replaced them with the Westinghouse ones because the Westinghouse have a higher lumen output. Anyway, I brought those two with me. I took out my 100 watt high pressure sodium bulb because I thought the fixture was a 100. I went to Lowe's, bought another 175. So I had 3 on me to replace the 3 in their fixtures. I spent about 4 hours doing this. So an hour and a half of my time was wasted because their bus was not functioning and it was right next to the pole. Nobody knew how to get that propane truck started. So I had to come up with a weird way of getting the light bulb out of there. On top of that, the bulbs were like 30 years old, so they were really screwed in there. It was really hard to get them out. So I got them all out, got the new ones in. The pastor showed up and said he's going to go do his meeting, and propose the budget and all that stuff, and propose the 250 to 300 that I quoted him over the phone. And they all came out, and they were all like, oh wow, it's so much brighter, we can see and everything. And one guy was, of course, well, I can't tell the difference. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure you can't tell the difference between a 30-year-old bulb that has a green color and a brand new bulb that's white. I'm sure you can't tell the difference. So I didn't say that to him, but that kind of irritated me, because I was sitting there kind of happy, hoping that everybody was gonna love it, But anyway, I couldn't do the high pressure sodium light because it was too high up, and then I saw the 15 in front of the head. So I ordered a 150 watt on Amazon for $18 plus tax. I got it like 4 days ago. I called them, said, hey, I have the bulb. Can we set up a day so we can use the scissor lift that you guys have so I can get up there, as well as using the 20-foot scissor lift with my 20-foot extension to get to that bulb that's like 30 plus feet up in the air. So nobody called me. I waited 2 more days. Nobody called me. So I called them again on Saturday. And the lady picked up the phone. She says, oh yeah, I'll talk to the pastor, because I was kind of frustrated with her. I told her, I'm like, I did this a week ago. I haven't received a call from anybody. I spent my own money to buy these bulbs. I haven't been paid. I said I would kind of at least like to be paid for the 3 lights that I did. So she said she'll talk to the pastor. He'll call me. It's Tuesday now. Tomorrow will be Wednesday. So it's been 2-3 days now, and he still hasn't called me. It's very frustrating. I have had a landscaping business for 16 years, and I've always had customers like this occasionally where they forget to pay you or whatever, and it's very frustrating because how would you like to not be paid? You know what I mean? Especially if you're running a legitimate business and people, I forgot to pay you because I'm busy. Okay, so what if your employer at your normal job says, whoops, we forgot to direct deposit your check? You know what I mean? That's what I feel like. So I have the bulb for the 150 HPS. Still haven't been called. Still don't have my money. You know, they asked for a receipt, you know, like a written receipt with a, you know, the quote and stuff like that. And I said, sure, fine. So I bought one of those little receipt books. I don't have mine because we moved and a lot of stuff got thrown away when I moved. So I got a new receipt book, wrote it up, and like I said, they haven't called me. So tomorrow I'm going to physically go in there. I'm going to hand them the receipt, and I'm going to, not a receipt, but the bill, and I'm going to ask them if they could write a check there and pay me, because they told me that they pay it through the mail. I'm not waiting another week for my money. It's not 1980. I'm not waiting for snail mail. I kind of want my money now. I'm upset. I'm out $80. I'm not rich. I mean, it looks like I'm loaded, doesn't it? I got 14 acres. I got 3 cars. I got all this fun stuff around me, but I'm not rich. That's the reason why I've had to build this fence myself. You know, it's the reason why I drive cars that are 35 and 25 years old. I don't have a lot of money. So, another thing that's frustrating about this is I was anticipating this money because I'm in the process of buying another Jeep. I need a truck for the farm. I'm destroying my Jeeps. Excuse me. I'm destroying my Jeeps by throwing these, you know, poles in the back of them, and, you know, the boards and every other, like, you know, the wiring and the junk from around the property that I've had to clear. I'm destroying my vehicles by throwing that stuff in there, so I need a truck, a pickup truck. Excuse me. So I'm buying a 1976 Jeep J10. It is a long bed. It does have rust. You know, the floors are rusted through. The bed has rust, you know, through it. It's typical on those Jeeps, especially something 50 years old. That's fine. I can weld. I've done all that stuff to my Wagoneer. Not a big deal. I'm actually not paying a penny for it. Some of the gun people, if you're watching this video, I'm going to be trading my 44 Magnum lever action Henry rifle for the truck. The guy wants $1,250. To be honest, I think it's worth no more than $600, but I can't budge him down on $1,250, and I don't have $1,250 on me. So I said, hey, will you do a trade for guns? Sure. Showed him my lever action. It's an even trade. The lever action's worth about $700-900, so even trade there. Don't have to spend a penny. And to be honest, I mean, I love the lever action. This one is an older one, built in 2004, so it's an original from Henry up in New York, back when he first started doing these things. So it's in mint condition. It doesn't have a scratch on it or a speck on the wood or anything. So it's gonna kind of be sad to see this go, especially to, no offense, this guy's like a redneck up there. He's probably going to damage the gun, so that kind of sucks. I don't really want that gun to be damaged, especially it being 20 years old, but it is what it is. I can go to Cabela's. I can buy another Henry lever action, you know, for $900, easy. The Jeep is something really hard to find, so good trade for me. But anyway, long story short, I need that money from the church to rent a U-Haul trailer, pay for my gas, etc., to drive down there and pick up the Jeep and drive it back to my property. My budget just doesn't have anything in there right now to pay, you know, $250 in gas and the U-Haul to go pick up the Jeep. I also can't pay $700 for a tow truck. I mean, I have money, I just have bills, you know what I mean? I can't use that money for my bills for another car. So anyway, I know I'm ranting, but I need that money. So I'm going to tell you one thing, guys. Don't do what I did. Don't offer your services of fixing these lights for a business. And if you do, ask to be paid then and there. Don't do what I did. I'm not doing this again. So if there is a time I come across a business that has an old light and I'm like, hey, you know, do you know if the light works, or do you want the bulbs changed? If they say yes, I will probably mention I would like to be paid then and there. I'll do it. But I'm just not doing this shit again. So, you know, it's fucking frustrating. So, yeah, I guess I'll end the video here. But I'll tell you one thing, though. If I don't get my money in a week, I am going back to that church. I'm going to take all those bulbs out, and they're going to have a dark parking lot. I'm not going to put the old ones back in. I'm just going to tell them I threw them away. So they're just going to have to deal with an old a parking lot that's dark. And maybe when it's black, they will realize that, hey, maybe we should pay this guy. So it sucks that it's come to this, but yeah, they can kiss my ass. So them, delaying paying me is delaying what I want to do with my life with, for example, the truck. So thanks for watching, guys. Sorry to disappoint the gun people, trading a really nice lever action for an old rusty truck, but it is what it is. I can buy another lever action. The truck is going to be harder to find. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys.